some people. My first son is growing up. He's upper there teenager, upper there now, the early teenage. And as he's growing now, I had to teach him about relationship, especially as the man in his life. His mom cannot train him to be a man because she's a woman, right? So this has been pushing me to learn how to summarize things, how to get to the bottom line, and how to make concepts, different concepts, acceptable, not acceptable, but how I can break concepts down for him to get it at his age. And this has really been helping me to get away from all the complications, this and that, and come to the meat of the matter. So as you see the title of this clip, what is a relationship? What is a relationship? Simple, right? Let me tell you, relationship is not where you want the person. Hear me well, okay? Hear me well. I'm weighing my word carefully. Where you want the other person to do this for you, to do that for you, to do that for you, and to do that for you. You say, oh, come on. Can you just be in a relationship where the person doesn't do anything for you? I'm coming. Relationship is not where you are with someone and the person that is that for you. That's not a relationship. That's selfishness. You say, what do you mean? A relationship where I respect the LGBTQ people and all that, all they do. But for me, relationship that I'm talking about is between a man and a woman only. Okay, that relationship is where the man is doing what pleases the woman, or the man is compromising to do something that pleases the woman, or stuff, it could be many things, that pleases the woman, and the woman is compromising or is doing something that pleases the man. Did you hear that? I say a relationship is where the man is doing something that pleases the woman, or some stuff that pleases the woman, or the man is compromising to do things that please the woman, and the woman is compromising to do things that please the man. What does that mean? That means what the woman is doing for the man, she may not necessarily like doing those things for herself. She may not like those things, but she's doing it because she's in a relationship, and she's doing things that please the man. And then the man is doing things also, both of them now, that he may not like to do. He may even find those things, doing those things are horrible, but he's doing them to please the woman. Did you hear that? If you define relationship like that, you are on a good foundation. Did you hear that? Because often what causes problem in a relationship? I'm doing a lot for you, and you are not doing anything for me. Or I'm doing 10. One hand is five fingers, but I'm doing 10 for you, and you are only doing 2 for me. Let's say we are in a relationship. You feel like I had to do more. You feel like I had to do more. If you're asking me to do more, what are you gonna do more in return? You see, we have it crazy when we just say, yeah, you shouldn't expect anything in return. When the person does it for you, you shouldn't expect anything in return. This and that. And all those are craziness. All those are craziness. Yeah, when you do that for me, I don't have to do anything back to you. That's not a relationship. That is not a relationship. At least not a good one. At least not a healthy relationship. A good relationship, when the person buy you flowers, for example, well, they say women love flowers, women love chocolate, women love nice compliments and all that. So when the man buy the woman flowers or chocolate or whatever pleases the woman, whatever makes the woman say, oh, look at that, oh, how nice, and all that. When the man does that for you, you have to tell yourself, what can I also do for him? Did you hear that? You have to tell yourself, oh, this man has done this for me. That's a good relationship now, a healthy relationship. What can I also do for him? So you find something that he will like, the way he put a smile on your face, the way he makes you say, oh, how nice and all that. You have to find something to also do for him. As a man generally don't like flowers. That's something else in general now. Or whatever he would appreciate. You have to find out and do. If you are in the good and healthy relationship, you notice that the other partner has been doing 10 things. But for some reason, either you forget or either you just didn't get conscious of it, that when he was doing 10 things, or when she's doing 10 things to you, you have been doing 3 or 4 things to her or to him, depending on who it is. I'm talking both sides now, man and woman. Man and woman. Where the man does to the woman does to the man. So you notice that you have been doing much less to him than what he has been doing to you. So you wake up, you say, wait a minute now. The past 2 months, you have been doing these 10 things for me. Don't worry about when I do 10, because I use one hand to hold the camera, the other hand to demonstrate. But only 5 fingers, right? Sorry about that. So you have to wake up and say, wait a minute now. The past 2 months, he has been doing these 10 things for me. Or she has been doing those 10 things for me. Me, I've been doing only 3. That's not fair. You have to tell that to yourself. Did you hear that? The moment you have to wait until the other person asks that you do more based on what he's doing or she doing to you, you are crazy. You are not ready for a relationship. Just remain single for the rest of your life. Did you hear that? The moment the person, you have to wait until the person gets tired of doing so much, you are not doing much, and the person has to tell you or ask you if you can do more, you are not ready for a relationship. Or either you are just an immature or a very selfish person. Did you hear that? Meaning, it's a moral obligation. You are very selfish when the person does it, and you are just excited, you consume it, you are just a taker, and then that's it. That does not reciprocate in you the desire to do something else for that individual who gave you what he gave you, or who gave you what she gave you. Something is wrong with you. You may say you are pretty, you may say you are muscle, you are handsome or whatever, for the pretty for the man, handsome for the woman or whatever. You are not ready for a relationship. You are a terrible person. You will break the heart of somebody's child. You will turn around and confuse the crap out of somebody. You will stress somebody. Don't get in a relationship. Remain single for the rest of your life. Did you hear that? So you have to consciously realize that when the other person does this to you, or the level they do to you, you have to try to measure up. You say, oh, what are you talking about? Do you mean that the two people have to be on equal level all the time? No. But it had to be a moral duty for each person in the relationship to want to make sure to what the other person is doing. As a matter of fact, whatever the person does for you, or how many times or how many things the person does for you, you have to try to do more for the person. If you really care about the person, if you are really normal, if you have the sense for relationship, if you are really programmed for relationship, you have to try to do, okay, he did these 10 things for me, or she did those 10 things for me. You know what? I will surprise her, I'll do 11. I'll do 12. And when you do it, let's say she does 10 things for you, you put it on yourself to do 12 for her, she'll be amazed. She's a human being. She will know that you do more. And then she'll be like, ha, he did 12? Oh, how nice. You know what? I'm going to do 14. I'm going to do 13 for him. That's how you unconsciously make the relationship to be flame positively. And it's not boring, it's not stressful, it's not heart attack giving, and you continue in the relationship for a long time. And it's very interesting to be in that relationship. Positively interesting. You know, you can say positively and it's negative, right? That's interesting. You can say that and it can be negative. I'm just throwing that in there. So, we have to be conscious of that. Just because you grow leg, you grow whatever on your body, and you are a woman, men are talking to you, you are a guy, women are flirting with you, that doesn't mean you are ready for a relationship. Did you hear that? Or just because your mother or your father, you know your mother or your father can even mess you up, where you have a horrible foundation to go in a relationship. Your mother tell you, yeah, man, hey, don't trust men. Yeah, just get whatever you want from them, and if it doesn't work out, yeah, you go where you want. Your mother told you that. And that's how you are, what you are living by. That's what you are living by. So you are in a relationship, you are horrible. You just want what you can get. You don't feel like you have to do anything in return. You are just difficult and all that. Or the mother told the guy too, yeah, women, they're crazy, or this and that and that. So you just approach the relationship with a horrible mentality. Did you hear what I just said? So, nobody have to be asking you if you are normal and ready for a relationship. You have to be looking for a way to make the other person smile. And, remember I'm saying, and the other person had to be doing things to make you smile. Again, it will not be the same thing. It will not be the same thing that you both want, because you are a man and she's a woman and all that. Or you are a woman and he's a man and all that. So what does your man like? What pleases your man? The tone of your voice, the way you want to take over everything, does that please your man? The way you call the woman the bad word, does that please her? So you have to be doing things that please the other person. And it's not necessary. I just switch a tone. I don't know if you realize that. I was saying you do 10 things for them because some of you might think I'm talking about material thing all the time. I'm talking about behavior too. You know she doesn't like this. So why you keep on doing it? You know he does not like that thing, or he does not like you treat him like that. Have you made up your mind that you will not do it because you know he doesn't like that? That's what I'm talking about. Behavior, what you do to help the other person out, what you do to please the other person, what you do to cool them down when they are stressed or whatever, all that in a big package. That's what you have to do to be in a relationship. Remember, I'm putting emphasis on is what the other person like. Not what you like necessarily. You go the extra mile to do it for the person. And the person should be working on herself too or himself too to do similar things for you. Not similar thing like the same thing, but similar thing like what other thing that he like or she like, the way he does something that pleases me, what other thing can I do to please her or him? Very important. I will tell you, if you say you are in a relationship, you are dating somebody, you don't see that. You buy her flowers, you buy her chocolate, you buy her some high heel shoes, and she don't feel like she has to do anything for you. And I hope we have been delivered from that craziness that women often use, that, well, I give him my body. What does he give you? He give you his spirit. When you say you give him your body, you have sex. While you are giving his body, what does he give you? He give you his spirit or his soul? That craziness. So, yeah, I give him sex. So, that's all I can give him, and he has to do everything else for me. I hope we are delivered from that mentality. That selfish mentality. Or whatever the man is thinking too. Because women who generally think like, it's rare you see a man who say, yeah, I have sex with you, the woman, so that's all I had to give you. It's very rare for men. Men don't think like that. It's generally women who think like that. So similarly, something that the man can also assume that, yeah, I do this for her, that's it. Whereas, what he's claiming he does for the woman, both of them has a joy. Like sex. When you do sex, both of you enjoy the sex. Both of you bring the same thing, or not the same similar thing, but the same, like what the man have, he bring it. What the woman has, he bring it, and you do it together. So nobody should say, oh, I give you sex. Because both of you use your sex into it. Come on. We need to grow up and stop being so immature and be saying things like that. Yeah, he give me all this. He celebrate my birthday like crazy, and all I give him is sex. That's it. When his birthday come, I don't give him anything. And you expect to feel good about yourself. You don't even feel bad that, oh, his birthday came. You didn't give him not even 70% of what he does to you, because you assume that your sex is just all he needed. Hashtag, that doesn't keep men. Just because you give him sex, that will not keep him to be faithful to you and to remain with you and not be tempted outside. Again, because when you give him sex, he also give you his sex. So stop that craziness. And I'm saying again, for the men too, to assume something. I don't know, no example is coming in my mind right now. But whatever you're assuming that, oh, I did it for her, but it's something both of you took part in, look for something else. That's what I'm talking about. Something mature, not something selfish like that. So you both can continue pleasing each other. What does that mean? That means a healthy relationship, continually, you are trying to please each other. Because when we are in year one, what I like, and you did it, may not be what I want again next time. Meaning you have to find out what interests me now. In year 2, year 3. You have to be like, okay, I did that before to him, he like it. What else can he like? Meaning you have to be observant to know that, hey, my wife likes this thing. Sometimes a person might say in a discussion, or sometimes when her friends come over, they're talking, they might say something, oh, I know you like this thing. I know you like going that place. See, the wife didn't tell you. But you heard her friend say she liked that place, going to that place. You have to be observant. Or if in doubt, you ask the person, what do you like? What is this you like? What is that you like? What is your pet peeve or whatever? when you are together in a relationship, the person say, I don't like this. Sometimes what you do is what you don't do. For example, you do this and the person doesn't like it. What you do is not to do it anymore and the person will be happy. The fact that you change, that thing you do all the time and he doesn't like it or she doesn't like it, you stop it, he will realize that you stop doing that. So you have done something. You see that? I don't want this video to be too long, but I realize that most of the time, we don't get into healthy relationship, good relationship, with the mindset to do something that pleases the other person, and the other person to please us, and it has to be on both sides. No one person doing 70, you doing 30. No, you just lazy. Okay, let me nuance something. Does that mean you have to be good in everything? No. I'll give you an example. Let's say you don't like to cook. The other person cooks. Okay, when the other person cooks, can you wash the dishes? Or when the other person cooks, can you take the trash out? Or when the other person cooks, can you clean the bathroom? If I don't like cooking, but while you're cooking, I'm cleaning the bathroom. While you cook, I do this other thing that maybe you don't like doing also. The person will not feel the pain that you don't like cooking or you don't like doing that. Meaning all the time you have to know that, okay, he has to do this extra thing for me that I don't like doing. Or she has to do that extra thing for me that I don't like doing. What can I do for him that he doesn't like doing? What can I do for her that she doesn't like doing? So the person can be doing it without pain, without bitterness. That, oh, come on, she's supposed to be the one doing this. Or he's supposed to be the one doing this. But I'm doing it for her. I'm doing it for him. The person who only think like that and say that, when the person don't see that, you are compromising to cover him or her in the area that he don't like doing. But we don't want to do that in a relationship. That's the problem we have. We just want our way where we want him to do, or we want the other person to do for us all that we don't like doing, and we don't want to do nothing in return. Or the person who do 10 things we don't like doing for us, and we want to do only 3 or 4 things in return. How about when the person is doing 10, at least try to do 8? How about that? Because I know some of you say you cannot count. You cannot be counting. That's not real love. We are human. You will be counting indirectly. You'll be counting unconsciously. We are human like that. So find things and try to do similar value, similar frequency. Because don't let me cook every day of the week and you just take the trash out twice a week and you think, you know, taking the trash out twice a week is equivalent to me cooking 2 or 3 hours every day for 7 days. Find something else to add to that. Taking the trash out is like 10 minutes, twice a week. And you want me to do cook 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's 14 hours. Come on, you see what I'm saying here? Is nobody had to be telling you all this. You have to evaluate like that yourself. Let me tell you, it's not to be proud. And I'm not lying. I have never dated a lady or been in a relationship with a lady where she does more than me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because what I'm telling you, I had that in me and I practice it. Sadly, often, they cannot measure up to me. Which make me feel bad sometimes. I'm talking about my relationship in general now. In my past and all that. Which makes me sometimes to slow down. You know why? Because I start feeling bad. Then I'm doing 10, you only doing 1. So I'm like, okay, that's how you want to play? And I come down. You say, oh, why you come down? You should be doing it. Yeah, I come down because I don't want to die of a heart attack. I come down because I don't want to be angry that I'm doing 10 and only what you're doing is 1. Or I do something for you for 10 hours and what you do for me is 1 hour. You feel it. That's what I'm saying. We are human beings. You just notice the difference. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes I had to slow down in my past relationship and all that. Because I'm very conscious of this thing I'm telling you. That, oh, I'm in a relationship with this person. We are together or whatever. I had to make sure I don't become a burden for the person. I do that, I'm telling you. Does that mean I'm perfect, holier than thou? No. But I'm telling you that I've never been in a relationship where the person can factually, objectively say, me, I have taken advantage of them. They did more for me in any domain. In any domain. Why? Because I have the right relationship ideas, the right relationship principles. So we both can be happy and the relationship be enjoyable, not endurable. Enjoyable versus endurable. Meaning it's hard, it's difficult, it's not very pleasant and all that. But enjoyable, you like it. It brings joy. Let me tell you what, it's not easy. Because in order to do that, you have to overcome selfishness. It's in all of us to want to be selfish easily. Sometimes, something I want to do, something will tell me, don't do that. Because she is not doing this for you, that for you. So I had to overcome my selfishness to do it sometime. But when I do it and I notice that the person take it for granted, the person is not pushing to do things for me so I can be more encouraged to do more for her so the relationship can keep flaming positively, then I slow down. If I was doing 10 and you take it for granted, you're not doing at least 7 or 8 back to me, I will reduce from 10 to 7. And if I notice you're still not getting the message, I'll reduce from 7 to 5. So maybe by then you are in 2 or 1 still. You see, then it becomes unhealthy for me. You see that? So what I'm telling you, I have done it. No girl I have ever dated or married to who say that, you know, when we were together, objectively now. I'm talking about saying objectively, factually, that I took advantage of them, I used them, she did a lot for me, and I did little for her. No lady I haven't dated a lot because I was Christian, very young, but a few ladies I've dated, none of them can say that. Because I live it. And generally when we break up or we're no longer together, they cry. They regret it. Because then they realize that, yeah, this guy, he was a special somebody. I shouldn't have taken him for granted. And now I lost him. I hope this helped. Thank you.